DDO Players Gen Con 2018 convention coverage brought to you by the Easy Roller Dice Company. Check out EasyRollerDice.com for all of your dice needs. From metal dice to dice cups to dice trays, Easy Roller Dice has what you need. You can save 15% on your checkout if you use the coupon code DDO Players, all one word and all uppercase. And once again, a big thanks to Easy Roller Dice Company for sponsoring our Gen Con 2018 coverage.
Hey everybody, it is Gen Con 2018, day 2. This is DDO Players. Our coverage continues. We are at Kids Table Board Games, KTBG, and we have Josh here. How's it going, Josh?
It's going great. Having a great con.
And how's your Gen Con been for you guys so far?
So far, so good. We're having a lot of business at the booth, and we got to walk around a little bit. It's awesome. It's amazing.
Excellent. Well, I was just walking by, and I seen this game that stood out to me. It is called Haunt the House.
Yes.
So you want to kind of give me the quick overview of the game a little bit?
Happy to. Okay, so this is Haunt the House. In Haunt the House, we are ghosts, and we're trying to scare these ghost hunters out of the haunted house.
Okay.
Every ghost hunter is scared out by a particular combination of scares. So this guy, for example, is scared out by 2 bumps and 2 chills. And every ghost hunter is carrying a combination of gear. This guy has a rope and a candle. Now, in the game, the goal of the game is to scare them out and collect their gear. So when we scare out ghost hunters, they're going to drop their stuff, and at the end of the game, if you scared out these 3, for example, you will have collected this combination of gear, and the more of something you have, the more it's worth at the end of the game.
Okay.
A single rope is worth 1 point, but 2 keys are worth 2 points each. So in that case, the 2 keys are worth 4 points. And again, if you get more and more of them, they're worth more and more points. So you want to collect like gear as you're going. Now, how does the game play? Well, I said they're scared out by the different scare combinations. Each player, let's say I'm purple, each player has their own deck of scares, and we're going to be playing cards to the different rooms to try to build up towards the scares that are going to scare them out.
Okay.
Now, there's 2 ways to play. I can play cards invisibly, that means face down, and when I play them, maybe that scares him out, maybe it doesn't. It could be a bluff, it could be really working on him. You guys don't know, but I do.
Gotcha, okay.
Or I can play a card face up, and when I play a card face up to a room, it does have to be something that really scares the guy out, and I'm giving away information to the other players, but I get to trigger the room when I play face up. So I'm either hiding my intentions down here, or I'm revealing them, but I get a little bonus power. And every room is different, and there's a bunch of different rooms in the game, all with different powers that are going to come out over the course of the game.
Okay.
Now, eventually, one player might say to themselves, hey, between the face-down cards and the face-up cards and the cards that are in my hand, I believe that there are enough to scare the guy out. So I'm going to forfeit my turn, I'm going to yell boo, and we're going to reveal and find out if the guy is indeed scared out. So let's imagine that it's like this. Now, first thing we do is you reveal the face-down cards. And in this case, we see, oh, both of these cards were bluffs, right? They're right. I have been tricked. So possibly I'm not going to be able to do it now based on what's in my hand. If I could finish it off, then I could play the cards and finish it off.
Oh, I see. Okay.
If I can't, then it was a bad boo. I've wasted my turn, and it goes on to the next player. If I did have the correct cards, and let's just there we go. If I did have the correct cards, I could say ta-da! I'm able to finish the guy off, so I've scared him out.
Even though you bluffed previously, but you had the correct cards in your hand.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Even though I didn't reveal enough to scare him out, I can supplement from my hand to finish it off. Now,
right.
So
okay.
I've done that.
All right.
I scare him out, and now this candle and this rope are in my collection towards scoring at the end of the game. We get rid of all these into every player's individual discard. We put out a fresh room with a new ghost hunter in it, and the game continues on with us trying to scare, trying to trick other players, trying not to be tricked, and activating all the little room powers to get little advantages.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and that's basically the game. One other cool aspect is that when scares are revealed from here, if they are correct, then the player that played that scare gets a point as a reward for playing correct cards face down. Otherwise, everyone's always playing just bluffs underneath.
Okay.
There needs to be some motivation for playing correct cards. So that's what it is. You get a point for doing that. But instead of just a point, you might also choose as a reward to take one of these cool phantoms instead. There's a bunch of different action cards that you can obtain over the course of the game, and each of them are like little companion ghosts that you can play as action cards to take advantage of their cool power that gives you just just other ways to succeed in the game, but also might lose you points or gain you points, just depending on what is printed on the card. So there's a lot of cool characters that you can bring into the game and change up how things result for you. And that's basically Haunt the House. We go on until somebody has scared out their certain number of ghost hunters, depending on the player count, and then we score based on the gear collections, based on the skulls that you've gathered over the course of the game, and then based on any negative or positive skulls phantoms that you've played. And then whoever has the high score wins the game.
Wins the game. Excellent. And what's the player count on it?
Player count is 2 to 5.
And what's the playtime estimated to be?
Playtime is about 40 to 45 minutes. Pretty tight in that area.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is it available now?
It is available right now. In fact, it's available for retail right for the first time today or yesterday at Gen Con.
All right. Excellent. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.